You've probably experienced at some point applying for a job, them running a credit check on you. You might even have lost out on a job because of the results of that credit check. Well, Elizabeth Warren and Representative Stephen Cohen, want to change that. They've got a new bill. The bill would prohibit hiring managers from seeking credit information on potential employees unless state law requires a credit check or the job in question requires a security clearance. And Elizabeth Warren released this statement explaining the thinking behind the bill. Credit reporting companies that sell Americans' personal data to potential employers have pushed the narrative that a credit history somehow provides insight into someone's character. In fact, research has shown that an individual's credit has little to no correlation with his or her ability to succeed in the workplace. And there's a lot of reason to believe that, not only because there are things outside of your control that can cause you to get into economic distress, but also because the whole system of credit checks and credit reports is inherently flawed. A FTC study released in 2013 estimated that as many as 1 in 4 Americans have at least one potentially material error on at least one of their 3 credit reports. While about 80% of those who sought a correction eventually got the error fixed, there are multiple different credit bureaus that may have to be contacted to address an error, and the process can be convoluted. So there's multiple reasons that it's flawed.
I couldn't love Elizabeth Warren more, and I love that she's drawing attention to this issue, especially when you have a political party that keeps saying, oh, well, if you're having a hard time, just pull yourself from the bootstraps, right? Well, here's the thing that happens with credit scores, okay? Someone checks your credit score and your credit score goes down. You scratch your head in the wrong way and your credit score goes down, right? You do anything even remotely wrong and your credit score goes down. It means nothing. And I can't believe that workplaces are looking to your credit score to decide whether or not to hire you. Especially when, I don't know, maybe someone had a medical emergency and they didn't have health insurance to pay for it, and as a result, their credit score got affected by that. So you're not going to hire someone based on that. It says nothing about their character.
Yeah. So I'm one of those job creators that the Republicans should want to protect, right? So we started this company. We have now hired over 55 people, right? So I've never once asked for anyone's credit score. It never even occurred to me to ask for their credit score until I read this story. It's like, what on earth would I do with their credit score, right?
Fuck with them?
Maybe, right? So, I mean, what I want is someone who's excellent at what they do, right? Your credit score isn't going to tell me that. Are you an excellent editor? How would I find out from your credit score? Are you going to be excellent on air? Are you going to be an excellent director? How would I find out through your credit score?
Yeah.
It's absurd. Get out of your employees' lives, right? I don't know why employers have this urge to be like, all right, I want to find out what emails you're sending, and I want to find out this, and I want to find out that, and give me your credit score. What, dude? You must not have enough to do, right? Because I'm super busy. Yeah. I ain't got time to mess around with that nonsense. We barely have enough time to find great candidates, right? We're not going to get into people's lives. So this is, if you're an actual employer with things to do, right? Yeah. You should have no problem with this legislation at all.
Oh, I declared bankruptcy 3 years ago. Oh, you're not going to fire me?
Well, that's between you and the people who lent you money, brother. That ain't between me and you.
That's what I thought.
Now, thankfully, you are too busy to look into it, but to give you an idea of how significant and widespread of a problem this is, nearly half of all hiring managers surveyed in 2012 said their company checks candidates' credit histories. That figure was down from 2010 when a full 60% of those surveyed said they used the tactic. So it is still half. And we were talking about this in the production meeting, and it's weird. It's sort of a reverse of the normal way that credit checks are supposed to work. Like normally, you give me a loan or you give me a car or whatever, and then you want to know that I'm responsible because I'm going to be paying you back every month, an obligation to you. When I work for you, you're paying me every month.
Yeah.
I want to know if you're responsible. I should get credit checks on the employer.
Exactly.
That's actually a great point. Wait a minute, that's a terrible point.
Also consider that the credit score is just one part of it. There's also the drug test. Have you been convicted of a felony? Like all of the other things that they do to kind of pry into your personal life and decide whether or not you're worth hiring, right? And by the way, if someone's been convicted of a felony in the past, it doesn't mean that they're going to be a bad employee. Right? Like, I hate the fact that if you've been convicted, that's it, your life's over. People don't want to hire you.
Yeah.
Look,
I don't mind about convictions?
Dude, I don't even mind if you're high as long as you get the job done. Okay. If you don't get the job done, then we're going to have issues.
I got convicted of a felony 3 years ago. I'm so glad you feel this way.
You didn't kill anybody, right?
Not really.